Hello everyone, welcome back to another live trading session with me. So we've actually just seen Bitcoin pushing towards 60k. That is crazy. Now we will be looking at obviously Bitcoin, gold and many other things today. So let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it. Let me just confirm my screen is okay, A-OK, so we don't have another crash like we did yesterday, unfortunately. Let's have a look. So. Right then, Bitcoin is currently looking to maybe start climbing for the upside. We are still leaning towards the upside for the MACD indicator as well. Let's have a look on Athena. We'll get rid of Polkadot. We don't really trade Polkadot right now. So I'm going to actually open next to me, so I can see how Bitcoin's moving. Obviously, so I compare it to. I can compare it to obviously Athena as well. So let's have a look. All the news for today is gone on the Forex Factory, so we don't really have anything kind of lined up. We'll have a look at dollar index. Dollar index is actually climbing, so realistically, I'm looking for gold to be leaning towards that downside as well. I believe we'll come in bearish on that on Bitcoin. We'll have a look at the S&P 500. S&P 500, oh my god, that is stinky. Look at that. That is insane. We've come from a high of, let's have a look. We've come from a high of 7.598k to a low of 7.4k. That is crazy. I believe we had 50 billion liquidations. Let me just double check. Since the US market opened today. So I will be coming in for a short position right there, and the same on Athena as well. And we'll look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum will most likely continue the same movement as Bitcoin is, so we'll come in for the same on that as well. Now I am expecting Bitcoin to continue that move towards the downside. With ENA as well. ENA, Athena, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm expecting that move towards the downside as well. Bitcoin just fell below the rainbow chart. Not sure what the rainbow chart is, but in 2022 it's happened twice. 2022 was at 15.5k, 2026 was 63k. Let's have a look. We're already in profit. Crazy. Bitcoin is running the exact same 2022 script. 2021, 69k all-time high, bull trap collapse. 2025, 126k all-time high, bull trap. Exact same scenario repeating. Here's a playbook. Long-term support trendline lost. Breakdown relief below the moving average 200. I think that's what we've just done. We've broken down below the moving average. Let's have a look. Let's have a little look. Moving average. I don't think that's the right one. This one. I believe we've got to get rid of one of them to get the moving average. I believe these are with... I've got too many indicators on. It's either the one or the other. So, let's have a look. I think that's the right one. Ribbon. I'm not sure which one it is, but we're looking that well, we're pushing the upside right now for Bitcoin. Let's have a look at liquidity. Now for 24 hours, we're looking. Well, we are slightly building some more here at 60.2k. Obviously, we are still looking for the upside, but we are slightly building some more liquidity. Most of it currently sits there, but I believe that's been swept already. So I believe we'll still see that continued move towards the downside. This could be a good position to come in for Pudgy Penguins, as I'm still expecting that move towards that downside. We're still leaning very bearish right now. We're still leaning very bearish. You can see we're still leaning very bearish. Ethereum's in the plus zone, so is Pudgy Penguins. ENA is kind of leaning towards the upside right now, like it always does. So it seems we've run for the move to the upside on ENA actually. We have actually taken a major move towards the downside. Ooh, we've actually just pushed pretty high right there. Bitcoin is coming for that low again. Ideally, we want to see ENA coming in within profit as well. But like I said, we need to see Bitcoin coming towards that downside heavier. Ethereum has actually took a big push towards that downside right now. Well, not big, but a bigger push. Let's have a look at ENA. Where is it at? I believe ENA will actually continue the upside, if I'm not mistaken. We've seen that happen very many times right now. So if we continue the upside, say we'll actually put the stop loss at let's say just there. As for take profit, we are looking towards making that low, so we're looking kind of well, we're looking to make another low, so realistically we're looking past this area here. No, that was at 9 AM. This is from the US market open, so realistically we could come right around this zone here. But that's if we see a move towards the downside. That's if we see it. Ethereum is moving down towards the downside very nicely. Very nicely. We want to see ENA coming for that downside as well. I believe Bitcoin will be... yeah, Bitcoin's now pushing that downside. Thing is with ENA, it does actually like to kind of not listen to Bitcoin so much. Well, as much as all the other coins do. We'll see if we can surpass these lows. If we can surpass these lows, and obviously come past this supporter zone here, then I believe we will be in for a heavier move towards that downside. But currently, we are looking a little bit suspicious for ENA right now. Like you see, Bitcoin is continuing that move towards the downside. And ENA doesn't seem to be listening too much. Right, let's have a look at the S&P 500. Is that still on the move towards the downside? It does look to be, but we are making well, we're making higher lows, but then we're also making lower highs. I'm gonna actually reverse our position for ENA because we've seen it many times before in these sessions that ENA does like to come bullish, whereas at the same time Bitcoin comes very bearish. So you see it's coming very bearish, bullish right now for ENA. Whereas Bitcoin is moving towards the upside right now. So for the S&P 500 right now, we are getting a, looks like we're just squeezing into this level here. Like so. So this is currently what we've got for S&P 500. So you can see we are squeezing the downside and the upside as well. So we may see a continuation. Well, that's what I'm looking for anyway, a continuation towards that downside is definitely what I'm looking for. Now ENA is currently in the red zone. So it may be we've actually failed the upside and now we're looking to be leaning towards that downside. Now looking at this, looking at the S&P 500 and Bitcoin right now, I am looking for that downside actually. I'm looking for that downside. I'm still leaning bullish for ENA though. Still leaning bullish for Athena. So that Pudgy Penguins and Ethereum trade is looking very nice. Now looking at Bitcoin on the other hand, we are kind of looks like we're kind of building pressure right now, and we might see a stronger move towards that downside. You can see as well we're building that pressure here and on the upside as well. So I'm expecting a continued move towards that downside. So with that in mind, we can come in for a position on SUI towards that downside to continue. Now ENA on the other hand is leaning to that downside heavier. If we actually come past this low here, then I believe, yeah, we're still leaning that downside. That's it. I'm not changing that position whatsoever right now. We're looking at downside. We're looking to add that downside. So Pudgy Penguins in 600 profit. We've got 700 profit on Ethereum. SUI needs to catch up. I want to see ENA taking that sharper move towards the downside. You can see S&P, well you can't see, but I'm going to show you. S&P 500 right now, you can see it's heavily pushing this support level. Heavily pushing the support level. We've seen a major move for that downside in the US market open. A crazy move towards the downside. Let me just find it. I just got a notification on my phone earlier, that's why I was, yeah, there we go. So this is what we saw, a massive crash in US stocks. 510 billion has been wiped from our US stock market today, and the S&P 500 opened 0.65% lower. 510 billion, I believe that is correct. I believe that is correct. But yeah, that move was crazy. Look at the size of it. Look at the sheer size of this move. Insane, insane. Bottoming out at 74,494, and with a high of 75,983. So we nearly came in for a $100 move right there at the US market open. Now that is crazy. That is crazy. Let's have a look. I don't think Bitcoin's broken through this area yet. Yeah, you can see it's not broken through yet, but I'm still looking for that downside. I'm still looking for that downside. It does look pretty strong though. It does look pretty strong. Like we're going to be falling past 60k. 60k does look pretty reasonable. We've got a major support level here, so we may actually test this level. So on the 6th of February, we made a major level here. So if we actually see Bitcoin break this level, then we could still see it going down to maybe, I don't even know, 50, 55k, somewhere within that region. Right now, I believe it will test that level today, definitely. Now, last time we saw this move happen was on a weekend as well, which was, yeah, I believe it was this area here. And this move happened on a Friday, you can see Saturday. So Saturday, the 31st of January. Now, you can see this rally, we broke through, we tried to retreat again. We tried, like we tried now towards this 78k level for Bitcoin. You can see in this area here. We tried to get that level again, we failed, and then we had, we actually tried to get back up to the 70k region, looking in the hourly time frame and so, but we obviously failed, and now we've come in heavily towards the downside. Here you can see we've got some mirroring, so we've got a confirmation of this support level. Now, we broke this structure on a Saturday, as you can see. We tested it on a Friday, buyers pushed it back, and then Saturday we completely broke through. So tomorrow we could see a further move towards that downside, and that would be pretty insane. That would be pretty insane. Now that level is at, let's have a look, 60, what is that? 60.1k, 60.001k. So as for liquidity, let's have a look. What have we got liquidity wise? I believe we'll still see some more building in the downside. Not actually that much. We've got barely any liquidity. 70 zone, 60 zone, it's nothing. Let's have a look pair wise. Yeah, it's nothing. 12-hour time frame, we're looking about 61.8k. But currently, you can see we are kind of, you know, leaning towards that downside. The upside is not looking promising at all. You see, Ethereum is still continuing that downside. ENA is as well. Pudgy Penguins are as well. Bitcoin is trying to kind of stay within this area, but we're still getting rejected from that area. You can see we're getting pushed down. So we're gradually coming down on the strength index as well. You can see we came from a high of 67.64. Then we're looking about 59. Then it was looking at 55. Then 52. And most likely now we'll be looking under the 50 zone. So sellers will have the control, and yeah, right now we are looking towards the downside still, like we have been for the past, well, whole week, which is pretty crazy. Now for Bitcoin, I'm looking to be coming to that 60k level. Let's have a look. 60k will put us at 1.1k in profit. We want to see that sharper move towards the downside. We're on a 3.8k profit already, which is crazy. Yeah, everything is crashing today. Everything is literally crashing today. It's actually crazy. News-wise, I don't think we've got anything. We've not got anything news-wise, like zero news at all. Like, even in the week as well, we had no news whatsoever, which was pretty crazy. Now, I think that was CoinDesk. XRP falls towards $1.1 as liquidation-driven sell-off pushes token to multi-month lows. Well, yeah, that is not too positive. We've seen a massive, massive drop. All markets are looking pretty cooked right now. Stocks as well. Now let's have a look what we're looking like. Now, whales are extremely bearish, mid is slightly bearish, and retail is slightly, mid is slightly bullish, retail is slightly bearish. So, I mean, I'm still looking towards that downside. I don't believe we'll get much movement towards the upside. Currently, we're sat within the 60.7k range. Let's have a look. So you can see we're getting multiple rejections from this level. You can see we are currently on that downwards trend. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see we're on that downtrend right now. We are heavily moving towards that downside. Confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. So we had a slight breakthrough there, as you can see, but we're not worried just yet. But if we do clear all these highs and potentially come into, let's say, this zone. Now, if we do, let's say this. So if we actually clear all these highs, obviously this one, this one, this one, this one, and we actually come within kind of this area here, then we may be shifting towards the upside. But for now, we're still looking towards that downside. But yeah, realistically, we need to sweep this low here. So we need to sweep that low, and obviously we'll see a rejection at this level. We'll come down towards that level, see rejection, maybe consolidate or test it, or you know, we'll have a reversal from it, test it again, and then continue the downside. That is exactly what I would want to see. But yeah, right now, like I said, I'm still leaning towards that downside. Trading wise, yeah, Sui is a little bit behind because our position was a little bit too high. Now Ethereum is in within 800 profit, ENA is within 7, Pudgy Penguins 7 as well. So yeah, we are leaning still pretty heavily towards the downside. We are getting some movement towards the upside though, but you can see candlewick wise, we are getting some rejection as well. Hello, hello. Yes, yes. Glasses make profit. Yeah, I've just had to start wearing them because I'm making funny faces when I'm at home. And my eyes feel like they are sticking together. You know, you're sat behind a screen for so many hours. It does get tiring. So yeah, we are looking pretty nice right now. I wouldn't want to see Bitcoin continuing this little upside, I don't know, hissy fit that it's having. I want to see a deeper rejection from the sellers. And realistically, right now, the kind of first area I'm looking for to kind of give me a little bit of a calmness, I would say we need to surpass these lows. So realistically, right now, we actually need to clear this area here. So once we clear this area and we come within, let's have a look. Where is the box? So once we clear that area and come within this box, well, this area that we have here on the screen, then I'll be a little bit more relaxed. So right now, yes, it is a bit of a, yes, it's you know, you can see it's because Bitcoin is currently like dancing on our entry price, so it is a little bit you know, nerve-wracking, but it's okay. Now ENA was just within a 1k profit. Ethereum is within nearly 1k by itself as well. Pudgy Penguins 700. Sui is just come within profit. Like I said, yeah, I want to see ENA coming within profit, much stronger. But you can see, let's have a look. Yeah, ENA does seem to be making. Actually, we've had a little bit of a hiccup there. For that downside, actually, but for ENA as well, want to see that continuation towards the downside. So we've actually not cleared this low that we've made, but for ENA, I want to realistically see a movement like that. We'll most likely actually get some rejections at this level here. So that's kind of the, you can see this is the level where price was actually being supported. So you can see multiple touches in this area here as well. Price obviously came down to that level, supported, back up to the upside. So now, yeah, still obviously I'm leaning towards the downside for Bitcoin. And well, Ethereum is actually doing very well. Ethereum is within 1k profit already. ENA is within 799 and Pudgy Penguins are within 795 as well. ENA has just shifted to that downside pretty nicely. I believe Bitcoin just made a pretty impulsive move. So let's have a look. Yeah, so you can see a pretty impulsive move to that downside. We keep getting rejected from this upside actually, which is very nice to see. Now currently I was looking at the structure to be more of a compression zone. As you can see, we're getting compressed from the upside. Obviously sellers are not letting that price go any higher. We're making those lower highs, and then the buyers aren't letting the price go even lower by making a lower, obviously higher low, sorry. So that's why we're seeing, you can see these touches, but then this area here is where the buyers kind of lost the control, and we actually did push towards that downside. So this area here, let me just get a different color so it is a little bit better to see. Yellow? Yeah, yellow is okay. So you can see this area here, we had a little bit of a push from the buyers, but then again, candle wick, we've got a rejection, and then this area here, we had a strong move towards the upside, but then sellers pushed the price back down. Little bit more impulse from the buyers, and then a stronger move from the sellers right there. So currently we are looking pretty okay. Why can I not get rid of that? Oh, because I'm on the drawing tool still. There we go. So like I said, ideally we need to break this area here and then continue. So most likely after that we will continue and attempt to clear this lower area here, but I believe we'll get some rejection, maybe a move back into, you know, kind of this area, and then maybe again, and then a potential further move to the downside. That's what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. But yeah, like I said, first we need to clear these lows. We need to clear this whole area here. 4K profit already. Very nice. Now, Ethereum is in 1.3K profit. Bitcoin is now within 166. So we've got 1K on there, 1K on there, 1K on there. Crazy. We are cooking, we are cooking. We're looking very nice. Now, ENA, I'm expecting it to come even lower. But, like I said, this is also a tested area for Athena as well. So, you can see we'll be getting supported in this area too. And realistically, I'm expecting a slight rejection at this level. So, yeah, this is obviously going to be resistance now. So, as market flips, it turns into resistance. So we may see a little bounce back from this level and then continue that move as well. But if we get a stronger impulsive move from Bitcoin, you know, as we go straight through the level, no messing about, then I believe we may see a stronger move for Athena as well. So if we get a rejection from Bitcoin as well, this is a level for Bitcoin as well. You can see we've had the support from this level as well. You can see ever so slightly though. You can see rejection candle wick there, rejection there as well. Rejected from this level. We retested. Obviously, we've got some confirmation in this area here, and then we heavily pushed through it. 6.2k profit. What the hell? Oh my days, that is very nice. 6.5. Oh, I'm feeling very tense. So that downside is looking very nice indeed. Liquidity wise, we may be building something in the downside. To be completely honest, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like we've got anything going on in the downside. Now, 24-hour time frame, what are we looking like? Yeah, still nothing. So, yeah, I do believe we'll still get that continued move to test this area. So it looks like we've actually cleared this whole area now, and we'll definitely see now ENA coming even further towards the downside. And I believe ENA's actually broken through that level as well. You can see, yep. Very nice, very nice. Now, as for Bitcoin, I believe Bitcoin will try and kind of test this zone now, so this previous low. We'll most likely get some rejection, so price will see a little, you know, rejection from this area, as you know, buyers tend to step in when, you know, there is a potential for a, you know, a lower low being created. Now, I believe, well, I don't think it's going to be calming down anytime soon, so I believe we'll continue even lower. Or we could just consolidate, but we are super close to this level for not, obviously, for us to not come below it. Sellers are still in control. You can see 39 on the RSI. We are leaning towards the downside for, obviously, the MACD as well. We are within 7.2k profit, which is kind of crazy. So the selling pressure is still obviously there. What else have we got? Altcoin. Looks like Altcoin's also being tested on this low here. You can see it's being supported there and here as well. We're coming for a little position on Altcoin as well. Let's have a look. What else have we got? XRP will most likely be moving through that level as well. So let's have a look. We're coming even lower and lower for Bitcoin right now. That is crazy. So Bitcoin is within $456 profit. Ethereum is in 1.6k, Sui is 1.8k, ENA 1.9k, and Pudgy Penguins 1.7k. That is crazy. That is crazy. So we're actually I'm gonna put in some stop losses in case we actually do start shifting towards the upside. So for Bitcoin, I'm looking at 60.653k. For, let's have a look, what else have we got? Ethereum as well. Let's have a look. For Ethereum, we are looking at this area here. A little bit too high, a little bit too low. We'll do there. I believe that Bitcoin position is closed now, yes. But I'm still looking for that downside, so I'm going to be coming in for another position based on the fact that this does look to me like a false breakout. It just looks like a fake out to me, and we're going to continue deeper to that downside. So it seems buyers are protecting this level right now. We've got WorldCoin, we've got XRP on there right now. Yeah, the upside doesn't look too promising for obviously Bitcoin at all. But buyers did actually just step in. Buyers did step in pretty aggressively, but sellers do seem to still be in control. Even though this was a pretty impulsive move, you can see we've not surpassed any highs right now, so we are still looking towards that downside. Now whales are bearish, mid is bullish, and retail is neutral but leaning to the bearish side as well. Now ENA is within 1.7k profit, but like I said, I'm still looking for that downside. We can actually get rid of this these lines right now. We've surpassed this area, so we are still leaning towards the downside. You can see we're in kind of like a downtrend right now with Bitcoin. So you can see most likely we'll get a rejection from this level right now. Yeah, so you can see confirmation and a rejection straight away. And it looks like we've got a hammer candle at the top of this very bullish move. Now, I'm very confident with this trade right now, so I will be back in a couple of minutes. You guys can watch that trade. what is going on here? We've actually made a pretty impulsive move to that upside. Pretty impulsive move to that upside. But we'll see. We actually need to clear all those highs before we actually make a continuation to the upside. So, realistically, clearing this area would put us in a move towards the upside. There. But we could still see a deeper rejection. What is this music? I got worried for a second then. Look at that, a very sharp move from the sellers right there. And we're back within that area. ENA is now within 2.5k profit, that is crazy. So we kind of need Altcoin and XRP to continue that move towards the downside. For us to obviously continue. Oh, I've just hit take profit on... Cooked. I've just hit take profit on Athena. I completely forgot about that. I'm still expecting a deeper move towards that downside actually. Let's have a look. We're coming for another position, as I'm still leaning to that downside for Athena as well. Institutional selling is slowing down. Bitcoin is making new lows while Coinbase Bitcoin Premium is recovering. Bitcoin Premium. Coinbase Bitcoin Premium Index. Let's have a look. Yeah, still in for that move towards the downside. Obviously, that's not a straightaway signal to obviously close a position and then wonder where Bitcoin's headed, if it's going to continue the upside that we've kind of been hearing, or it's going to continue that downside towards 60k. And there's a deeper move to the downside. That should be like 300 or something. Yeah, 355. We've not got a strong signal for Bitcoin actually, but we actually now failed to surpass this low, and we actually cleared some highs. So we actually cleared, well, we cleared this high here. And well, we didn't come lower than this. Well, we've actually, it looks to me right now that we've just had a fake out in the resistance level. So this was the resistance that we had, and you can see currently it looks like just a false breakout to me. false breakout, fake out, whatever you want to call it. So Athena has just dropped within even more profit right there. Yeah, we're seeing a deeper move, much deeper move. Yeah, make sure you guys check out Everdex down in the description below. Now, Everdex is a platform I've been using for many months now. We've got prize pools, chances to win iPhones, AirPods, loads of things. Make sure you check that link down in the description below. Now, if you're looking for a strategy to use, you can definitely look at today's video where I explain how to build a simple, profitable trading strategy. For those who are obviously, just starting off, then yeah, definitely take a look at that.
This is the perfect pair grip.
We're still leaning to that downside. So we'll look at Bitcoin Coinbase Premium. Now, Pudgy Penguins are within 1.8k in profit right now. That is crazy. That is crazy. Ideally, we want to be breaking this low. We want to be breaking that low. That would be pretty crazy. So, looking at yesterday, what did we actually see from yesterday? Let's have a look. So, from yesterday's session, we actually made, we continue the downside. We've been continuing this downside for a very long time. We've seen a slight move to the upside. Like here, we made a low of 61.4k. We came all the way back up to 64.7k, and then obviously down to 62.2, back up to 64.5, and then now we've continued that move towards that downside even further. So right now we need to be making, we need to be breaking below this previous low, and then coming all the way down to this level here. So these two positions of WorldCoin and XRP will be looking positive, hopefully in a couple of minutes, but we'll see. We'll see if we get that shift past this low here. So if we break 60k, that's going to be absolutely insane. That's going to be absolutely crazy. Now ENA is within $600 of profit. Sui is 2k. Pudgy Penguins also 2k. That is insane. Now ENA is within 800 profit. We're cooking today. We are making a very nice profit right now. So sellers are still in control. You can see MACD is leaning to that downside. Selling pressure is still there, and RSI is looking at that 33 zone. And now we are just coming to this level of this low, and we've just broken that low again. That is insane. That is insane. Yep, there we go. We've broke it. We've broke that level. And we actually haven't hit 60k yet though. We haven't hit 60k. I am looking at 60k for Bitcoin though. I'm definitely looking at 60k. But yeah, I believe we'll most likely get some kind of rejection at this level right now, and then continue that push. Or even we get a continued push. Let's have a look. Currently we're at 60.3k. Liquidity wise, I believe we may see some changes. Yep. We've just come to this liquidity level of 60.2k. Now the next area is 60.127k. So we are still pushing that downside. I'm gonna quickly come in for a short on Bitcoin to catch that momentum and move into 60k for a take profit. Now WorldCoin is on the it's not really pushing that downside too much. It's not pushing that downside too much. We may have to close that trade for WorldCoin actually, if we see that price continuing continuing upside movement. Yeah, I'm going to close that position on WorldCoin. Now I am looking for Bitcoin to come within that level of 60k. We could even go lower, let's say 59k, as I believe we will come even lower for Bitcoin. Now we are coming to that liquidity that was at 60.1k. That is crazy. That is crazy. We're at 6k profit. Oh my god. And now XRP is within profit as well, which is very nice to see. ENA's coming for that downside as well. Oh, look, we're looking really nice. We're looking really nice. Have we? Oh, we've actually hit it. Oh, we've actually, wait. Where's Ethereum? $2.7k on ENA right there. Oh, I don't think we've got Ethereum. Wait, something's not adding up. Something's not adding up. Oh, it's okay. I think it's all fine. Right, well, we're nearly below 60k right now on Bitcoin. Let's have a look liquidity wise. We've swept out liquidity, we're coming even lower at 59.7k. That is insane. I'm going to come in for a slight position on Ethereum, I believe. We're seeing some impulsive moves from Bitcoin right now. Now XRP just was within profit, but now we are looking a bit negative on that. So it's because ENA has shifted for the upside. ENA has actually shifted for the upside. Yeah, I'm going to close that trade on Athena. Now Bitcoin actually did drop below 60k, I believe. No, we actually didn't. We just slightly didn't. We came to about 60.12 or 15k or something like that. I believe we'll still see that continued move towards the downside for Bitcoin as well. So I'm not exiting these positions just yet, as I believe we'll see that continuation towards that downside. Now, ENA on the other hand, I believe ENA might start pushing the upside right now. Selling pressure is still pretty strong. Buyers have not came within that level of, well, above the RSI. We're still at a 40 range. MACD is still leaning towards the downside. Sellers are still in control right now. But yeah, we're obviously we've came higher for ENA though. We've came a lot higher though. Ethereum trade and XRP is XRP slowly coming within profit. We'll see if we can actually get a continued move for Bitcoin. Still heavy on the downside though, still heavy on the downside. So look, liquidity wise, what have we got? We've got more liquidity actually building in the downside as well. We've got 68 million at 59.6k and 58 million at 59.7k, I believe it is. Yeah, 59.7k. 24-hour time frame, what are we looking like? There's more being built in the downside as well. 59.6k. That's kind of what we're aiming for right now, 59.6k. We've failed to come to the downside actually for Bitcoin. Well, we are failing right now. So we may see a shift towards the upside. we may see a shift towards the upside. ENA is continuing the downside move though. So realistically we could see the support being this level of 0.07846 for Athena. I believe we'll see a deeper move for Bitcoin right now. For Athena, we'll come in for Athena at that level of I believe we'll see some rejection there, but we'll have a look. Looking at there. Bitcoin is slightly struggling to come and surpass that low. S&P 500 is still on that move towards the downside, as you can see. Yeah, we are still pushing that downside for the S&P 500. So Bitcoin will most likely continue the move as well. So you can see we've actually seen a rejection from the candle wick. You can see the size of that candle wick there, and we've had a pretty impulsive move to the upside, and I believe we'll still continue that move. Bitcoin is, like I said, currently acting like a tech stock. That's Bitcoin, that's S&P 500. So this is the area we were compressing in, and ever since that, we've seen a major move towards that downside. Now we are still pushing that downside, or we should be anyway. That's not what I wanted to see. That is not what I wanted to see. But we'll see if we get a rejection. If we get a rejection, we could see a continued move towards that downside. But we're getting very volatile. We're getting super volatile right now. I'm starting to actually look for the upside right now. It doesn't look like there's much more left for that downside movement. Doesn't look like there's much left for that downside. Sellers are still in control though. We're actually struggling to keep within above obviously this range. We're still below the range on ENA though. For Bitcoin, we are actually kind of pushing it. We are trying to push. Yeah, I mean, it does look like we're shifting towards the upside right now, though. It does look like we're shifting towards the upside. Sui and Pudgy Penguins was what I was on. Sui and Pudgy Penguins. Bitcoin is looking for the upside right now, though. Bitcoin is looking for the upside. ENA's already within profit. I believe, yeah, this is kind of the area of, I believe ENA will start continuing that move towards the upside. So that's exactly what I'm kind of looking for right now. And we've got more liquidity in the upside as well. That's looking in the 12-hour time frame. We've got 87 million at 60.8k, 61k, and 61.4k. Those are the levels we've kind of currently got. So yeah, most of that liquidity is sat in the upside. The first major kind of liquidity block is 60.88k. We do seem to be getting rejected from this level currently, as you can see. We are pressing within it, but we are getting rejections from that level on Bitcoin, as you can see. Rejection after rejection. So buyers realistically need to step in and start pushing back more aggressively to see that move towards the upside. Sui has just dropped pretty bad. Yeah, pretty heavily below that level. We're kind of at a standstill. We're not moving in either direction right now. So that upside liquidity does look currently a lot more promising. We're getting some more impulsive moves towards the upside. RSI is also getting stronger, so we are, well, we was, but never mind. We were getting stronger, but sellers have just stepped in a little bit more aggressive and pushed that price. So ideally, we want to see a move towards the upside. There we go. But obviously we need to kind of be above this whole area that we've got right now to continue that move towards the upside. But currently, we're kind of, well, it's a fight between the sellers and the buyers right now. So ideally, we need to actually be moving past this level right here and obviously looking to be coming into this zone. That would give us a nice indication that we are going to be moving towards the upside. Yeah, it's a bit of a sticky situation right now. I don't think that's what we're going to see today. Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. Actually, I'm going to close in positions because we'll most likely get cooked if we actually don't. If we rush into this, then yeah, we're not going to be looking too good. So it looks like we've actually failed to break through that downwards line. Athena's most likely going to break this neckline now. And Bitcoin's going to continue making another low. We're going 60k. We're definitely going past 60k. And Sui as well. Let's have a look. What are we low on? Sui's holding us back. Sui's holding us back. Hello. How are you? How are you? Welcome to the session. want to see that continuation. We want to see a drop even lower. We want to see a drop even lower. We're still looking to lean for that downside. We're still looking to lean for that downside. We keep seeing that price jumping very, very fast. We've obviously got a trade currently on Ethereum, ENA, and SUI in Bitcoin. We want to see a push through this level right now. We want to see a continued push. Ethereum is doing the most right now. Ethereum is doing the most right now. I believe we'll see that continuation. We are currently kind of waiting for that price to break out to that downside. We're currently just seeing some another zone like we saw previously where price is just kind of consolidating. Oh, there's an impulsive move. Not what we wanted to see at all. But this currently looks like another position to come in for a short. What else did we have? SUI. We had SUI. Yeah, we did have SUI. So what, have we continued even higher? Yes, but well, that's a good level to come in for an entry. Our entry price before wasn't as good, so I did actually just close that trade and come in for a nice entry on the upside right there. So yeah, we're already within profit on Bitcoin. Yeah, the upside does not look too promising at all. We're still getting heavy moves to the downside. Heavy moves to the downside. I'm going to increase that position on Bitcoin again. I'm looking for that lower low though. I'm looking for that lower low. We need to surpass this low here. There we go. But it needs to continue. We need to see a continued move. We need to see a continued move past it. We need to see past it. Yeah, we've seen a slight rejection there though. We've seen a slight rejection there though. ENA is looking for the upside though. ENA is looking for the upside. Even though Bitcoin has just came down pretty heavily to that downside, ENA is literally pushing the upside. So we've made a new low right now for Bitcoin at 80.008k. I reckon I'm gonna reverse that position for ENA. ENA does look to be moving to the upside like it did yesterday. So we actually did have trades on Bitcoin for the downside, whilst we had trades on ENA for the upside. So ENA does actually like to move for the upside, whilst Bitcoin is pushing that downside. Yeah, you can see that level is being tested right now. If we break through it, I believe we'll see a continued move to that downside. Therefore, I'm actually gonna. That wasn't a good idea to obviously come in for a long on ENA. I'm still shorting on ENA. In fact, I'm gonna increase that position as once we've just got through that level. I believe we'll see selling pressure be even more. We'll see even more selling pressure continue. Yeah, so now we've just broken below 60k. We have just broken below 60k. Are we going to get some accelerated selling pressure? That's the question. That's the question. We want to see it continue. We want to see it continue even deeper. 8k. We're sat at 8k right now. We're sat at 8k right now. Getting some pressure from the buyers. Oh, there's big selling pressure there. Oh my god, look at that, that is crazy. What on earth is going on? Well, that is definitely not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting at all. So we've just shifted from an 8k profit to 600 in profit. We've actually heavily broke through that level there though. Ooh, that is not good, that is not good. Well, the shift to the upside could be as fast as it was, so we could still see that shift towards the downside. Now Ethereum is still within 2k profit though. Ethereum is still within a nice profit. You can see we're seeing a massive move for the upside, a massive move. But whales are still bearish, whales are still leaning bearish. Mid is also, well, mid is neutral, retail is neutral, but still leaning to the bearish side. Look at that massive impulsive move, massive impulse to the side, to the upside. Question is, was this just an impulse, or are we actually going to see a further deeper correction? That price is so volatile right now. It is so volatile. Ideally, we want to see sellers stepping in. We want to see sellers stepping in aggressively. Buying pressure is pretty heavy though, but RSI is peaking to the downside, so is stochastic, and MACD is starting to look to the downside as well. Based on that, we could come in. What have we got? We've got Pudgy Penguins, we've got Bitcoin. We've got XRP. We'll short on XRP. You can see we are curving to the downside. We are curving to that downside. Price is just very volatile right now, but yeah, we are out, we're out. That's too much. We're out. That was crazy. We literally shifted from 8k in profit to to down in 7k. From down to 7k in profit. That's crazy. That is insane. That is absolutely ridiculous. Is this now going to be a continuation to the upside? Let's have a look. 81.47. I feel like that's where we're kind of headed to right now. But there's 111 million in downside. Currently, it's insanely hard to tell where price is headed. Insanely hard. Thing is, this is currently the resistance level that we've got. So a rejection is very likely from this level right now. Unless we obviously break through that zone and continue higher, which I believe we might be looking at. It does look more realistic. Yeah, there's a lot of rejection on the upside though. There's a lot of rejection on the upside. I'm going to come in for a short for a continued move towards that downside. But as soon as I enter, we get a pump, we get a continued move to the upside. Yeah, that is crazy right now. That is absolutely crazy. I mean, the next area we could look for Bitcoin would be around here, 62.264. Well, looking at the fact we've seen this massive impulse, so I believe we'll still continue even higher, 62.499. 62.5k. That's where we are kind of aiming for right now. We'll come in for a position on SUI as well for that high level of the yeah, we're gonna be still pushing the upside. We're still gonna be pushing this upside. Or is this a fake out? Let's have a look. Are we going to continue though? That's the question, are we going to continue? I'm still looking for the upside. I mean, we've only slightly dipped below. Currently, I've only got Sui, ENA, and Bitcoin as my free trades right now. We're seeing a slight rejection there, but buying pressure is still really strong. You can see we're in the 67 zone, 60 plus zone. Yeah, price is extremely volatile right now. It's actually crazy. Look at that! It's all over the place. That price is literally all over the place. So it's just moved from a low of 61.1k to 61.4k. What the hell is going on? That is so volatile, that is so volatile right now. We're getting rejected though, we're getting rejected multiple times. Again and again and again, we're just getting multiple rejections. Yeah, we're not continuing any upside. We're going entirely to the downside. There's no chance we're going anywhere but a downside. $59k, that's it for Bitcoin. Oh my days. I'm looking at 58 for Bitcoin, 59k, sorry. 59k for Bitcoin. And then for ENA, I'm looking at, well, this bottom here, or even lower if we go to 59k. Alright guys, I'm going to take a little break and I'll be back very, very shortly.
Me on this journey. I hit a home in that base. Let me take you on a journey. Come with me on this journey. I hit a home in that base. Have you ever had a dream that you had you would you could you do you would you want you could do so you could you want to do so much you could do anything? Have you ever had a dream that you had you would you could you do you would you want you could do so you could you want to do so much you could do anything?
So, what are we looking like?
Have you ever had dreams that
Well, still looking to be in for the downside, but it looks like we are still building pressure. You can see how this candle's very, very small right now. MACD is looking good though, still leaning to that downside. RSI is also looking good. It does seem sellers are still in control. What I'm expecting is that continuation towards the downside. Right, let's have a look. Liquidity wise. Yeah, we've still got more liquidity in the downside by the looks of it. Maybe not. Actually, we've swept all this. 98. Where is that cluster? Here. So we've actually swept that liquidity. So there is more liquidity building in the downside. Yeah, and most of it does sit in the downside at 59.6k. So that downside move does look pretty promising. Currently we've got ENA, SUI and Bitcoin. Now I believe Pudgy Penguins will also see a move towards the downside. So we'll be coming in for a position there. On Solana too. For a take profit of that low being covered. Yeah, that liquidity sits just below this kind of massive move we had for the upside. 123 million, that's looking in the 12-hour time frame.
it grows with us. The snake grows and we go.
get banned. That's the same one. Right, that'll do. Right, for now, we seem to be slightly moving towards the upside, but most of the liquidity is in the downside. Market sentiment hasn't shifted. ETF flows are still, well, they're still going to be the same. Let's have a look on X if we've got any news, anything like that. Bitcoin is still within profit, but ENA, SUI are not looking too good right now. SUI has just shifted, you can see we're looking at downside again. Bottom target 42 to 45k. That is insane. Gold is dumping, silver's dumping, crypto's dumping. Everything is still dumping. Let's have a look at gold. Where's gold? Yeah, gold has seen a massive move to the downside as well. That is crazy. So in the US market open, gold saw a massive move towards the downside as well. You can see all the way down. ENA has heavily shifted towards the upside though, putting us in a very nasty loss. Yeah, it's had a big pump. Look at that. Out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere. A massive pump out of nowhere. But ideally, we want to see a continued move to the downside right now, but why are we getting a big move to the upside? No, that ENA trade is doing very bad. Very bad. Let's have a look at ENA. Oh, I think it's coming up to that liquidity cluster at 556k, 0.0870. Yeah, it'll most likely come to that liquidity and then shift towards that downside. Let's refresh that. It's nearly swept it. Now can we be looking for the downside? Look at that, that's insane. That move is insane. I mean, now I'm definitely looking for the downside on Athena. What? What have we just seen? Like, what have we actually seen today? Oh my god. That's just insane. That is absolutely insane. There's no way. Wow. I've got no words. I have got no words. I mean, S&P 500 has seen a slight push to the upside. Bitcoin is pushing the upside as well. Athena, I believe, will now be in for that move to the downside. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's seen a pretty impulsive move actually. Where have we got that liquidity? 84368. 8436. S&P 500 is still running bullish, so Bitcoin will most likely follow that exact same move. I want to see that continued move to the downside actually for Bitcoin of course as well, but if we continue this upside move, we may not see it. We may not see it. Yeah, most of the liquidity is still on the downside, 123 million. Yeah, there's more liquidity being built in the downside as well. RSI is now curving to the downside. But yeah, like ideally we want to see lower highs, lower lows. Hello, hello. We got absolutely cooked today. We got absolutely cooked. It was in, well, at this level, we was in about 8k profit. And then we suddenly, look how sharp this move was. And here was like down about 8k, which was absolutely crazy. We're still pushing the upside for Bitcoin though. Somehow we're still pushing the upside. Even though liquidity sits in the downside for Bitcoin and Athena as well. We are so cooked. We got so cooked today. Why are we still pushing this upside though? Why are we still pushing this upside? I mean, Enos now is slowly coming to the downside, whereas Bitcoin is kind of compressing within this upside. News-wise, I've got nothing at all, literally nothing at all. There's been no moves whatsoever for Bitcoin. We're still kind of pushing this upside. Ideally, you want to be coming back within this level and continuing this move towards that downside. Liquidity for Athena as well actually does sit in the downside as well as Bitcoin. You can see 123 million, 59.6k. Now looking in the 24-hour time frame, we'll most likely have the same thing. More liquidity clusters being built up in the lower end. Yeah, you can see now we've got 98 million in the downside, or maybe not. Our 98 million sits still in the middle bit there. But yeah, most liquidity is still sat in the downside. Bruh. Looks like we're going to be testing this high though on Bitcoin. Well, ideally we want to see the S&P 500 dropping as well. That price is so jumpy. That price is so jumpy right now. Well, ideally, we want to see a rejection and a sharper drop to that downside right now. But yeah, liquidity for obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum both sit in the downside. Pretty much all the liquidity is actually sat in the downside for Ethereum. So if we actually go and have a look, you can see we go ENA and yeah, 587k at 0.084368. That's what we've currently got. We've got an impulsive move from Bitcoin there. We had a slight shift to the downside, and then we've got a pretty impulsive candle there, you can see. Well, we want to realistically try and stay in this range and then continue lower if we can. That would be very nice. So we've actually failed to surpass this previous high, which is really nice. So I don't believe price will be continuing that move for the upside. Now whales are slightly bullish, mid is slightly bullish, but we're still pushing that downside. We're still pushing that downside. Oh my god. So ENA just jumped from being about $700 in profit to just 180 in profit. Crazy stuff. There's more rejection from the upside on Bitcoin. Let's have a look at liquidity again. Yeah, still the same for ENA. Let's have a look if we've got the same for Bitcoin. Yeah, most of it is definitely in that downside. That's looking in the 12-hour time frame. 24-hour, we are still towards that downside, I believe. They've had a rejection from the upside. But we need to continue even lower though. We need to continue even lower. But we have actually started kind of like an upwards movement towards the, let's say about 70 plus K. But right now, what I'm looking for is like a continued move towards the downside, just like there. But obviously for a deeper move towards the downside, we actually would need to clear these lows as well. Well, first actually coming within this area right here. And then obviously coming towards the downside, clearing this area, which should obviously put us in this. And then eventually clearing this low, coming even lower. So that is what I would, what a very nice move would be looking like right now. But any kind of move past this level would kind of put us in more of a bullish move towards the upside. So I would probably mark in my stop loss kind of above this level. So my stop loss would be around that zone there. So right about there at about 61.6k, I would put in my stop loss for that trade. This is just a joke. This is literally a joke. I'm not trading Athena right now. I'm not trading Athena anymore. We got absolutely cooked. I've got no real indication of where price actually headed right now though. Are we actually going to see a move towards the downside right here? That's the question, that's the question. Let's have a look at something else like gold, for example, silver. There is no trending currently going on, like the market is definitely not trendy at all. It's just insanely choppy, it's insanely choppy right now. We've got no real indication of where price is headed, especially for obviously Bitcoin. We may see a uptrend for Solana. We'll have a look if we actually come within this level. If we do, we may be in for a nice position for obviously a long one. But Bitcoin is currently kind of compressing into this area, so yeah, it's not looking too well structured right now. Athena took a massive move towards the upside just then. So our Bitcoin's dropped below this area. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Selling pressure is pretty strong on Bitcoin though. Yeah, most of that liquidity still sat in the downside. Let's have a look in a 12-hour time frame. Yeah, most of it is in the downside. So we've actually failed to create that movement for the upside. So I believe we may still be coming for that downside of let's say past 60k. So here in the upside, we've actually failed to surpass that level. So just there. And like I said, we would need to come past this lower area to continue that move for the downside. Selling pressure is still pretty nice right now. MACD is leaning towards the downside. RSI is also leaning in the lower range, about 43. So this level right now could be, it looks like a retest. So I'm going to come in for a short position on that. Now I will be expecting some resistance obviously at this area where we previously had, obviously we got support from the price. You can see we're getting supported in this area here. Touch there, touch there. So this is currently what I'm expecting from Bitcoin itself. So obviously we had the major, with that sharp move to the downside, I'm expecting some resistance at this area, so we're likely to come obviously like this. We may see some consolidation even further, but then I am still looking for that downside. Well, we might have a sharper move towards the downside in this area. So realistically, in this area before the move, we could see some more pressure building. So we may see consolidation and then a further move to the downside, potentially seeing some resistance here and then, you know, surpassing that level as well, creating another low. But for now, that is where we currently are. Now let's have a look. So. 61,488 is our stop loss. And 59k is our take profit. There's a 4.8 ratio, so it's not entirely bad. Yeah, like I said, I'm expecting expecting some resistance at this level here. So previously we were getting supported at the level, and now I will be expecting, so realistically right now, we do need to actually come past this level and continue that move for the downside. So realistically, this is the area I'm currently expecting some resistance at. Now price at 60.869k. And we are still continuing that move for the downside very, very nicely. But yeah, I was waiting for the confirmation in this area for the downside move, so that's why we've entered on this kind of little retest, little drawback. And yeah, like I said, I'm expecting some resistance here. You can see previously we're getting supported. You can see candle wick there, confirmation. So yeah, I'm expecting that further move towards the downside. I'd expect this whole chunk to be relatively fast. So this whole area, I'd expect it to be pretty fast moving, as we've got nothing kind of there, you know, to stop us. There's no resistance. There's no, there's really no liquidity there either. So we could see an impulsive move up until this previous low. So the kind of target area we're looking for is all the way here. So we are seeing, most likely, like I said, we'll see some resistance at this zone right now. So let's have a look, Yeah, you can see the resistance is just there. Now I'm gonna actually take my stop loss down a bit, so we'll put it just there. Yeah, we're seeing some pretty heavy resistance there. It's not too bad, but it's still some. There is still some resistance there. What we don't want to see is obviously coming through to that stop loss. There we go, there's a nice move towards that downside. So you can see sellers just sellers just stepped in. We need to actually push through that level though. There we go. We're seeing rejection though, we're just seeing rejection. Are we going to continue this move? I'm expecting a pretty sharp move in this area though. You can see how sharp it was on the upside, so I'm expecting the same kind of movement towards the downside as well. But we are seeing buyers stepping in at this current level right now. There we go, we've actually broken through that structure there and we're in for a nicer move towards that downside right now. Question is, do we see a deeper move? Do we see a deeper move? Because right now, it's looking pretty slow. I was waiting for a sharper drop, but yeah, we're not getting very far. We're running about 347 profit right now, but we are still we're still obviously in the trade. I'm gonna bump this stop loss down a little bit lower, just so we don't get too bad of a loss. Want to be in profit, obviously. Right. So liquidity wise, what have we got? Yeah, still got liquidity building in the downside. You can see 98 million, so nearly 100 million liquidity in the downside. Yeah, most of it is still in that downside, so we are still building the downside liquidity. Bitcoin is slowly on its way there. We'll have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is on the way there as well. So we're on a level of 40 on the RSI. So looking at that, I'm going to come in for a small position on Ethereum as well. Considering I am expecting, obviously, Bitcoin to continue this downwards movement. So realistically, I'm going to be coming for a stop loss above this previous high, and we're coming in for a take profit at the low where we have 59k. So this is what I've currently got for Bitcoin right now. This is what we're expecting to see. I'm expecting to see a move past that low. So right now we're kind of aiming to that level of 59k, 59.6k. Now to be precise, I can actually put that on for Bitcoin. So let's have a look. Take profit is 59, so we'll do 59,600. That's still a nice 1.4k profit. So you can see this is now our take profit level here. Not had a shift, not had that shift for the downside. Not had that shift for the downside there. Yeah, we've not got a pretty. We were seeing some rejections at this level, so we might see a slower move towards that downside. So it won't be as fast as I obviously anticipated, but yeah. Or maybe we continue that move. Maybe we continue that move. rejection there, candle wick size you can see. Yeah, we might have to come in for a stop on that trade there now. Well, actually, we haven't made any surpass on that previous high, so we're still okay. We haven't surpassed any highs yet, so yeah, we're still in an okay position to continue that move. Right guys, we are coming to the end to the live session, so there will be a session tomorrow at 3 PM Eastern time. No, that's not Eastern time, 8 AM Eastern time, sorry. So aiming about 3 PM. So we'll see what we can do. Right guys, so I will be live tomorrow at 8 AM Eastern time, so I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next session, which will be tomorrow. So make sure you do pop in and join the live session. Now, as always, I'll see you all in the next one.